Hello everybody. Before I start my Swarm Rush tutorial, I would like to point out that the High Seas DLC just came out 4 days ago. Um, I just wanted to explain why I don't have it. Please don't say anything about it. I mean, no one comments on my videos anyway, but what I just want to say, don't do stuff. Now, of course, this is before my channel even technically exists. It exists. I'm gonna post my first video on April 1st, because haha, funny. I've had a channel before. If you recognize my videos, that's where they're from. I dropped the channel because YouTube algorithmically decided that it is everything, nothing, and also garbage at the same time. So yeah, I just wanted to explain that, yada yada, going over points or whatever. I didn't write a script for this bot. Hello everybody. My name is Demon Eye, and today I'm here with a Swarm Rush tutorial. Now, in the actual Swarm Rush tutorial, I don't have high seas. It's because it was recorded actually quite a while ago. But, you know, there was a lot of issues. I think my mic wasn't fully plugged in or something, because it was making, like, a really loud hissing noise, and also occasionally would make pops and whatnot. Or I completely blew out the mic, but that's what I'll find out later. But anyway, Swarm Rush tutorial. I'm gonna start doing from now on in tutorials something I didn't do for the first 3, technically 4 that I did, but I haven't shown you the 4th one, and I probably won't for a very long time. It's a small secret of mine. But I'm gonna recommend a commander, and for Swarm Rushes in particular, my recommendation is Seep, as he is good with anything missile-based, most explosives really, being warheads, swarms, and rockets, which, you know, we're doing a Swarm Rush, that's good. Someone else who's also really good is Firebird, because his active that makes everything incendiary, especially 5 grid squares, which is, you know, a pretty big area, for fire, is really good. But Seep is just better. There is also another specific, I might do individual commander guides sometimes, or at least commander strategies. Because I know these 3 have their own strategy. Buster, I don't think these guys really do, except for Phantom with, like, the moving stuff around. But mostly these people do have their own strategies. Like, for instance, with Seep, it's where instead of getting swarms, you get nothing but warheads, because one of his passives is that when a nuke gets hit, it splits into swarms, kind of protecting nearby nukes. Although it's not too helpful against flak, because they kind of like split out they're a bit slow in it, and flak are good at hitting multiple nukes at once, so it's kind of not that good. But anyway, let's get in here and play the game. Now, as normal, as I showed in my starting tutorial, if you haven't seen that, I recommend watching it if you are not, like, you know, a really seasoned expert at the game. But, you know, just put down a mine, and then go straight for technology. I almost said that in the most nasally voice possible. What am I, American? But, anyway, the first thing you want to get down is a workshop right here, because, you know, that's what you need for Swarm. But unlike a lot of the heavy rushes, you don't need to wait for this to be finished before you can do anything with it. Because, to put it simply, I messed this up. It's fine. To put it simply, you don't need any other technology to get the upgrade center down. And in fact, I was going to put down a turbine. I forgot how to Swarm Rush for some reason, because you don't. Well, at least I don't, because I wouldn't call it a waste of resources, but at this stage of the game, it is a waste of resources for when I could get this faster and not spend the 200 metal, and because the core is more than enough energy to get that down. And this is already about a 4th done. I actually got it a little bit faster than that, but you don't have to. I'm going to hit F8 so I can get some timestamps. Now I am actually going to start putting down wind turbines. Now, usually with this, in fact, I'm going to sell it, which is kind of dumb, but whatever, I'm really dumb. I'm going to G so I can do this. Normally you want this back here to be a lot smaller. And swarm rushes, like really any rush in the game, are pretty economically intensive, which is a good thing. It keeps the game balanced, where you have to, you know, weigh out the odds of being really greedy or, you know, being able to actually fire more than once before, you know, having to wait a long time. It's just some nice things that happen. Either way, 3 should be enough to start putting these down. Now, actually, I am going to, I pressed the wrong key, put down another mine. It's a bit late for that, but I'm doing it anyway. There are some other ways to do the rush where you don't get the upgrade center, and that is perfectly fine. I'm actually going to upgrade this because I really need it, the metal production, more than I need the energy production. And it's like a 75 metal cost. So in some cases, especially now when I've filled my mine slots, it is worth it. But we will get our swarms down right about now. I've had issues on this map where the AI does nothing but build that. In fact, I had it in the other recording. It might just be a really glitched AI with this particular map. I don't know what it is. I might have to scrap this Oh, and he also builds this down here, like, once he put a sniper there. I might have to scrap this, and I don't like that, so I'm gonna pray that he doesn't. But, yeah, then usually you want to sniper down, because in order to fire these, you do need a sniper. Now, a general rule of thumb for a sniper is, if you can get it close to your core, good. If you're trying to, you know, use as little space as possible and be as light as possible. Because when it's close to your core, well, snipers don't explode like a lot of other people do. Like, you know, lasers and stuff. And the less explosive things next to your core, the better. A lot of the technology actually explodes as well. I actually can't remember which, but your technology getting shot in general, whether it explodes or not, I actually think it's all of them but the upgrade center. But either way, technology getting shot, explosive or not, is generally not a good thing. So it should be like behind the core, because then it won't get shot because you're dead, and in that case it really won't matter. Now, if I recall correctly, the AI will just rebuild this repair and just keep that general structure. Now, I actually forgot to hotkey this one before, and apparently these aren't enough for some reason to keep the missiles off, so I'm going to do that. I'll probably put a gunner on there or something. And now I'll set these two, starting from the front one, so yeah. And I'm actually not going to build any metal stores because I don't really need them. I should be firing fast enough where I won't have enough metal, although they are pretty cheap. Actually, wait, how much? Oh, yeah, they're pretty cheap. But yeah, I'm just going to upgrade to a warhead. And yeah, now the only real problem here is energy, which is where it's nice to have an upgrade center. Now, of course, when it comes to upgrading turbines, the front ones are more vulnerable to getting shot. So you upgrade the back ones first. And often it's nice to be able to leave a front one as like a dummy turbine, but sometimes you don't have the luxury, or you have like a sandbag defense and it's not really needed. I'm actually going to target that so you guys can see that the AI is just going to rebuild this. I might not scrap the footage because I'm actually doing a lot better than normal. You know, I still don't have a script. Yeah, he just immediately, the AI just immediately rebuilds this and then just puts out the fires and repairs the metal. That's all they do. It's really weird. So yeah, I guess the demonstration does go kind of well because I'm completely unimposed, or opposed, I should say. But yeah, generally, swarm rushes are good at, you know, as with all the early game rushes, they're really good at taking down, you know, a heavy weapons rush. But unlike a lot of the early game stuff, like mortars and rockets and whatnot, these actually are, like, these are game winning. Like, warheads specifically, all you need is to get one to land, and you've basically won. I'm not saying you're guaranteed to win, because if they're really skilled and you play it pretty poorly, there is a chance that they win, but like, this is without his Seep's ability or anything. Just look at the raw damage this does. All of that is damage. He has to pay for all of that, including the metal. I think he just sold it, but I don't know how. Oh, it's covered by this. But yeah, he had to pay for all that, and it still hit his core anyway, so it didn't even really matter. Now, I am floating resources. Right now it doesn't matter, because I have, usually in a normal game, you'll be repairing and stuff from taking your own hits. But, or maybe transitioning to something else because they have so much air defense. But, yeah. I don't know what's wrong with this map. The AI just doesn't do anything. And also, I thought it just happened to be Seep. Also, he has a hook for him. But, I guess it always picks Seep, because I've seen, this is like the third time now that it's been Seep, so I don't know. Something weird with that map. I picked Moorings because it's a great map for it, because you can stick them back there and they can't really get shot. But, yeah. Now, there are, in the new boats, marine swarms, which do function the same. And in fact, I will actually go into a sandbox game to show you here. Castaways, sure. And then just... I'm not even gonna read these. I'm just gonna... Oh, not truce. Just unlock all the things. So, yeah, with marine missiles, which are an addition to the game now, and technically, now that I think about it, this video is supposed to go up tomorrow. I forgot there's no gravity, because I clicked all the things. Then I guess we'll have to be fast. As I was saying, marine missiles act exactly the same, except you can place them anywhere. You just have to have something that is colliding with water. Now, general tip for these, don't put them, like, directly next to your thing right here. Or if you do, later on, put a little beefage right there, because otherwise they could get shot, and I actually haven't had them get shot yet, but I'm 80% sure they explode. And, yeah. Generally, you can put them as low as you want, but I actually wouldn't recommend that. Normally, you have to, but now since you can put them so high up, unless they have mortars, there's not really or planes. Planes are an issue. But unless they have mortars or planes, there's not much they can do to shoot it, so it's better to put it up high. Like this. Now, obviously, you don't want it, like, poking out of your builds. But, like, higher up, so you're not wasting the space. Like, you know, say it were down here. I'm going to use a warhead, actually. All this space can't be used, because that would block the warhead. But now, you can just stick it up here and then put, like, batteries or technology down there, and it just works. Another thing is, another small tip, I should say, especially with your core or something, build up, because the AI for the way the rockets work is they go up until they think they've cleared this, and then some, so that if it's like you know, they're shooting something right there, it goes up here, and it doesn't hit this, it goes kind of like just over it and hits it. As you saw earlier with me shooting my own turbines, it's not that good at closer targets or low down targets. So you always do want to, like, say I have a sniper in here, or I guess a minigunner in here. So you got turbines up here, or smokestacks rather. You want to do that, and then sometimes that, if they're particularly low or close, it kind of just depends. But yeah. That's marine missiles. Otherwise, it is basically the same thing. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are off for the multiplayer section of the video. And we're in a bit of a 1v1 scenario here. But that's fine. The plan was a 2v2. But in reality, that kind of just didn't happen. There's not much we could have done about it, because no one was joining. It had been a while, and we're like, you know what? Let's go. So we went. We're out of here. We left. We have exited the atmosphere. And many more things that people say. Wait, no. Okay, good. put that on the wrong node, and that would have been very big sad. Alright, this guy's going pretty fast. He's spending some metal on those. So, he's not a hyper sweat, and I'm glad, because that makes for good content that I don't get deleted instantaneously. Now, of course, getting just some basic power, which I don't really need to get this, but it's nice to have. And, getting that magic upgrade thing. Placing down this man, because I'm paranoid. Let's see, I'm gonna cross-brace these before I forget. Get another one of these broskies. And now I think I'm good to start. Yeah, he's going full eco over there. And being very expensive about it with all them foundations. So, I think it's safe to say we're not going to be struggling, nor should I need to hyper sweat, because it is very early in the morning. It's 4:15 in the morning right now. And, yeah. Because hyper sweats, they're great. I love going against a challenging opponent, especially when I'm lagging this much. But, it is still a bit of a pain to go against them and try to make content, because then I have to focus and I can't exactly talk too much. Oh yeah, because this is just basic game. There's no buzzsaws. And auto doors are on. I'm gonna stick that in there. Gonna do what's known as a beefing, where I put a bunch of beef on my base that does beef things. I'm gonna upgrade one of these. One of these. Man, this ping is bad, but you know what? We'll pull through. I don't want to brag and say I'm better. That's definitely big boom time, and we cannot allow it. So, 75, thank you. We're going to attempt to shut it down. I'm gonna... Nah, I'm not gonna door it. Or why do? Why? Why is everything? If that's a weapon, it will die. If it isn't, it isn't. I recognize that. That's his turbines. But you know what also is his turbines? That. Take that. Haha. I shall best him. Oh, he had a shield there. Nice. Well, now he's on fire. He's got to deal with that. I actually am the Commander Firebird, who is, in my opinion, the second best, if not the best, person to, you know, play this game as, because of just simply, or play, not the game, but like, play, I guess use as a commander, because, you know, he's just fun. And I'm actually gonna get a minigun here because I can. I don't know what he's doing. That looks like laser size, maybe? Oh wait, he's got... See, this is why you want the minigun. Because he's getting defenses up there. Or on his base. Ooh, he is Asian. That's the cannon shot I was talking about. There, I think. So I'm gonna fire that off and then upgrade this as soon as it fires. Okay, it came from like there. There we go. That's the cannon. That's what we've been waiting for. Oh yeah, I forgot he blew up my minigun. Door. But yeah, now that I know gunners won't be of much use to just, you know, use. Let's see if I can take out... Nope. I took out one of his gunners, and the rest are building and shooting. Mob. upgrade that guy, and then I will definitely stick a door on this guy, and I am running out of materials, so I'm gonna build some batteries, because trust me, late game you will run out of energy very fast. Just gonna spam tab and E to try to take care of some of those guys. There we go. See, that's the minigun. He does a pretty good job of doing stuff. He's pretty cheap, I'd say. And therefore is, you know, quite useful for suppression, like this. See, this is why you don't go late game rushes this early. Well, actually, yeah, we got that out pretty quick. I didn't check the time, but it was a while ago. I am, man. And in case you guys don't know, more still. Boom! I has big nuke. He's big nuke. Alright, I'm about to show you why Firebird's so nice. One of his things is warheads into ignite structures within 5 grid squares. That's like 2, 4, 5. That's a lot of space and a lot of core damage. So we, my friends, fire time. Everything is on fire, boys, and kablooshki. GG. Oh, I want to go against this guy again. He's fun. Ooh, he went. Oh, I see. That's why he went commander. Anyway, guys, I have been Demon Eye. This has been a Swarm Rush tutorial, and have a nice day.